You're watching R&M, RBG TV.
Black Power family, it's your brother Dawood Abdullah, R&M. Coming at you live one more time. Some thoughts on my mind. Alright, let's do this. We'll jump right into it. We're going to call this one today, Commitment versus Contentment. Again, Commitment versus Contentment. Now, as we all know, today's February 1st, 2014, the beginning of this year's so-called Black History Month. Right? And, again, no disrespect to that, none at all. But here's my question. Why have our people become so content with just having 28 days out of the Roman calendar to represent and celebrate who it is that you are as a people? The advancements that you have made slowly but surely here in this Western world, but yet they are advances nonetheless. Why can't we talk about them? You know why? Because I'll tell you why, family. If they, when I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be, and y'all should already know that. When they, if they were to expose to you, reveal to you the truth of who you were on an everyday basis, family, their agendas would cease to exist. Their programs would cease to run. You feel what I'm saying? That mental hold that they still have on our people's brains would free up. And the thinking will run free, and you will be able to think for yourself versus what you have been told and programmed to think. You feel what I'm saying? Malcolm X said it best. Right? He said it best. Only a fool will allow the enemy to educate his children. Right? So with that being said, if you do your math a little bit, right? There's 365 days in the Roman calendar, correct? 12 months. 4 weeks each are probably about 30, 31 days. But for some odd reason, February is the shortest month. February is the coldest month. And that's the month that they chose to give you, black people, to a time to celebrate your people, celebrate your blackness. But at the end of the day, they give you certain parameters to stay in. You can only talk about this one. You can only talk about that particular person, this particular time period. That's all. That's it. Just go through your kids' the history books. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's parameters set. Meanwhile, it don't tell the whole story. And that's the part that we need to know. The forbidden stuff, the unforgiven stuff, so to speak, in their eyes. We got to learn us for us. Knowledge itself should be a year-round thing. Every day, all day, non-stop thing. 365, 24/7. Not no 28 days in the coldest damn month of the year, family. That should be disrespect right there. But if y'all open your minds and your eyes, you will be able to see they're disrespecting you while they so-called celebrating you. Again, commitment versus contentment. Our people have become very content with this. And me personally, I'm not with it. I say big up every day. I say represent all day. Regardless of what anybody says, you are you and you need to represent for you. Black people, black man, black woman, black child, represent every day, all day. God made us this way for a reason. Don't be ashamed. Represent. Alright? So be committed to the people, not contentment. Be committed for the people. Do not be content with what the enemy gives you. Commitment versus contentment. Remove content out of your hearts. You want to be content? Strive for your elevation. Strive for your liberation. Strive for your freedom. Then we can talk about contentment. Until then, be committed for your people. Be committed for the cause. Be committed for African liberation on a global scheme. You feel what I'm saying, family? This is your brother Dawood Abdullah, R&M, coming at you live one more time with this thought on my mind. Peace, love, black power, every day, all day, represent.